And here were the Bulls arriving earlier at the arena with a big game on the road awaiting. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. On the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got the kid. Kobe White is out there with Skinny. Then there's Lights Out. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Cleveland, at the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And there are two big men out there, Mobley and Allen. And it's Winters in at the three, the small forward. Well, today is one of those very special dates on the NBA calendar, Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
And it's a day of reflection, a day to celebrate one of the truly great people in the history of this country. It's an honor to just be out here today celebrating Dr. King.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Hey, Steve, the Bulls haven't been to the finals since 1998, Michael Jordan's last season in Chicago.
Kevin, hard to believe, but that tells you how difficult it is to get to the finals. Also, just how important a generational player like MJ can be.
One shot.
And Greg, you talk about rim protection. Cleveland can really shut down the lane, can't they?
Yeah, I mean, they have the personnel to do it. Big front court and quick guards who can keep ball handlers in front of them.
Here's Andrews. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Dean passes to Vucevic. True on the 14-footer.
Rapid fire by Vooch. He gets the ball and doesn't even think about it. He just shoots.
Pass to Winters. Outside Garland. Dishes it to Mobley. Mitchell against White. Just 5 to shoot. Mitchell kicks to Mobley. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Mitchell, no good. White looking around. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And the pass to Andrews. Here's Lee outside. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now, here's Garland. Not a lot of room. Pass to Winters. Back to Garland. Here's Mitchell. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The way Donovan fought through contact on that shot should really build his confidence.
Here's the kid, covered by Mobley. Dean passes to Andrews. That's a 2 from Lee. And the Bulls get it back. Another shot. And that one's good. Andrews.
You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Passes it to Mitchell. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The free throw drops for Lee. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mobley outside. Knocked loose. White against Mitchell. Here's Garland. Playing Brooklyn, he was nearly unstoppable. He kicks to Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland.
And they bumped this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Andrews. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Skinny's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here's Garland. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Oh, nice pass there. Garland with the great vision.
Here's Andrews. They lead by 4. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Fires top of the key, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Lobbed up there for Allen. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you can see Allen's eyes light up when he saw the opportunity for that alley-oop and finishing it off in style.
Here's Andrews. He has 6. Kicks it to White for the 3. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
And here we can check out the story for him. White against Mitchell. White the pass to Andrews. Fires away from outside. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejection.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
Here's Lee. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. It's Garland with the ball for Cleveland. 4-point game. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
A really embarrassing loss indeed, and one that they will hopefully learn from. Got to keep your hands to yourself sometimes, or it could cost you the game.
Now, here's Mitchell. He really was a guy who also stepped up in that win against the Nets. Mobley misses. Chicago leading by 4. You know, Greg, it's nice to have a big man like Mobley out on the floor with all the things he can do.
And Kevin, you got to love his skill set for a 7-footer. Really diverse in terms of what he brings to the table. And then you hear so much praise for his attitude and his feel for the game. What a valuable player to have on your team.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. And they pick up 2. 6 points for Allen.
And Allen's a competitor. He knows what his job is, and he has to be a major presence inside. He has to have the ability to score points down low.
Now here's Lee. He also had a big impact in that win against the Spurs.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Mitchell against White. Now the pass to Andrews. Bangs home the trifecta.
Timeout.
Skinny's got 9.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. A guy who gives his team, Steve, a ton of energy out on the floor is Coby White.
Kevin, he's definitely a spark plug, pushing the pace and trying to fire up his guys. Players love having someone like that on the floor with them.
Professor. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, averaging about 24 points, just over 3 blocks, and 8 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
A three-pointer off the mark.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Skinny's got 11.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Offensive rebound.
Chicago foul. Lead. Face first. Second team foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
And the first one drops. Well, J.B. Bickerstaff, Greg, has done a tremendous job in his time with this Cavaliers team.
Has had him on the winning track since his first full season with the team. Really getting the most out of this roster. Not full of superstars, but full of guys who enjoy playing together.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to the kid. Passes to Andrews. 6 to shoot. Over Garland. Andrews, no good.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Cleveland ball.
And the Cavaliers with possession here, trailing by 5. Now, here's Garland. He's covered closely.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Here's Andrews, guarded by Garland. White, good.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And they call him a little screen here. And let's take a moment to show you the NBA's best rebounding teams over the last 10 games. The Bulls in second. In third, the Cavaliers.
Yeah, both squads just rebounding the ball so well here of late. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting matchup from a physical standpoint.
Here's Andrews. He's got 11. Takes a shot at the elbow, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Up top, Garland. Mobley right side. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got 6 assists here tonight.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
And Lee with the stuff.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Different look now for Cleveland. Hunter's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. The Bulls also changing it up. Money's checked in for the kid. Dosunmu comes in for Lee. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Kobe White. Here's Jerome. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. A stupendous finish in traffic. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's Andrews. 13 points in the game. Ball from long range. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Jerome. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Ball. Still scoreless. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Ball. Pass to Winters. The pass to Hunter from outside the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A legit threat from outside. Hunter is very confident taking these shots.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Money. Fires it up. Ball, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Strus in the corner. The 10-footer. Here's Mobley. He gets that one. Mobley's got his second basket of the night.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball.
Second team foul.
That's his first foul. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Jerome passes to Hunter. Here's Winters. And another 3 for Cleveland.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball, the pass to Money. He kicks to Vucevic.
Look at Vucevic getting tricky, luring in the defender with a pump fake to draw a foul.
Bulls shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Nikola Vucevic, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You gotta love what he brings to the table. Nikola Vucevic, not too shabby from the line either. He can shoot it.
And so he hits both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Here's Winner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How about that move? Is this guy special for what? Just love watching him operate inside.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
One shot.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bulls lead by 2. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Dosunmu is out there with Kobe White. And there's Money. Then it's the kid, and it's Lee in at the small forward. Now here's White. 9 points last game out. Lets it go from deep. Allen with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
He nails it, and we're tied up. Garland's got 5 points so far.
And I like seeing Garland use that mid-range area. He is so effective, and it puts so much pressure on the defense.
White the pass to Dosunmu. Outside, White. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 5 to shoot. Lee outside. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. All alone. Money, no good. Hunter on the wing. He with the block. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Garland left side. And another miss by Cleveland. Chicago leading by 4. Lee outside. It's White on the wing. Back to Lee. With the fadeaway. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
Passes it to Winters. Here's Jerome. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Money. Hasn't made one yet. Lee outside. Here's White. Up again. It's good on the putback. 6 points for the kid.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Strus is checked in for the professor. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland.
Let him hear it.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Mitchell, solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Just look at the way Mitchell's built. The strength in the upper body.
Lee against Strus. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Lee. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Here's Jerome. 8 points his last outing. Ball's knocked loose. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jared Allen is earning his keep in the painted area. He said from a young age that was instilled in him. The footwork as a big, back to the basket. I'm trying to find it in the flow of the offense. I don't want to disrupt this to where I'm getting in people's way. I just want to find my spot. Kevin?
And he does it well. D.A., thank you. Here's White. Jared Allen making his last shot. Count that one. That's now 8 points for the kid.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Jerome. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Four on the shot clock. Takes it from 10. Got a hand on it.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Dosunmu, the pass to Lee. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
Well, you look at the professor. He's not too far away from a spot in the starting 5. A lot of votes have been coming his way.
And even if if he doesn't get the fan votes he needs to become a starter, you have to believe he'll be a part of the Eastern Conference All-Star team.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now, here's Dosunmu following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And it's White missing.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's Jerome. He has 6. At the top of the key, Hunter. Mitchell outside. And another miss by Cleveland.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
It's White on the wing. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Lee, and Lee with the stuff.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Here's Hunter. The Bulls getting the bucket. A three-pointer is right on target. Hunter's got his second bucket tonight.
I like watching DeAndre Hunter take quick shots. He's getting into a rhythm.
And there's the pass to Money. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now, here's Mitchell. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Launches a three. It's all in by the Bulls. Lee's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got 12.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Now here's White. Looking to get back on track here. And he lays it up and in. He's got 5.
Well, 1 make and 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
It's tipped. And here comes White, leading the fast break over Hunter. And it's Chicago scoring again.
So quick, Kobe burns the defender who sees it coming but couldn't stop it.
Here's Jerome. White covering. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Time call here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Get on your feet and get loud!
Checked in for Ty Jerome. The Bulls also changing it up. Vucevic, he's checked in for the kid, and it's Skinny in for Dosunmu. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Jarrett Allen.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Now, here's Mitchell. Lets the three fly. They grab their own miss. Allen controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Here's White. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Pass to White. Here's Andrews. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Lee with the steal. White the pass to Money. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Looking to end the run. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Allen.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Here's Andrews. 19 points in the game.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Skinny. He's averaging 30 points, 9 assists, and just over 2 steals. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
I love it because he does so many things well. Defenses have to account for him even when he's not scoring.
Now, here's Strus. Still without a basket. And the shot goes down. 1:49 left to play in the first half. Strus against White. And the layup falls. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Lee with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Andrews. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of the game. And so it's Mobley now who brings it up for the Cavaliers. It's a 10-point game. Mitchell passes to Allen. 8 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Allen's got 20 points.
More from Allen. Can pile up points without wasting possessions. Very economical.
Vucevic. Excellent D there from Allen.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Mitchell left side. Pulls up. Rebound by Andrews.
Oh, man, he hasn't had the rhythm tonight. Tried to make up for it there, but it just wasn't meant to be.
And the shot goes in.
Donovan Mitchell.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. The Kitties checked in for Money. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for White.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. Lets it fly. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there. 15 seconds left in the first half. Here's Andrews. Guarded by Garland. The shot's good. And that's 20 points for Lights Out. Outside Garland fires the three. And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks, Nick. What got you guys going in the first half?
It was just we played aggressive and try to be present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's what we need to do, when we start the game off right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like tonight we did.
Obviously, it's how you finish, not how you start. Thanks, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago.
And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. They looked firmly in control in the second, carving out a healthy 11-point lead. What'd you think, Shaq, about Chicago?
They were getting after it on the glass. Like, wow, they got a nice edge in that department, which has led to this lead. They won the heart and hustle battle in that first half. Now we'll see if they can keep that going.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
They couldn't get anything from the offense. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup, I'm telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. The big men on the floor for Mobley and Allen. At the guard positions, it's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Winters in at the 3. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Garland. Second chance shot. Vucevic with the block.
This is the next step for Nikola Vucevic. Can he start to become a better defender and shot blocker?
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Mobley. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Mobley's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Bulls leading by 13. And the pass to Vucevic. Over Allen. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Garland feeling it out a little bit. Allen, that's good. 22 points for Allen.
And with Allen's height and agility, he breezes through the contact, getting himself right to the finish.
Now here's Lee. He's got 22. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For Chicago, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
that one is off. And the second free throw, good. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Cleveland. Down by 12. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers are trying to win now while also developing a young superstar in the making in Evan Mobley. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, what we're trying to build is never putting one person above the greater success of the team. So it's a balance, because when we get to our best, I believe Evan can be our most impactful player. But it's on us to get him there. Kevin?
I like that approach. Thanks, D.A. And stolen by White. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Right side, Lee. Poke loose. Here's Winters, covered by Lee. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with the percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And that one falls for Allen. The Bulls leading by 9. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Andrews. Banked in off the glass. Skinny's got 24 points.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Now, here's Garland. Lined up there for Allen. Vucevic with the block. Here's Andrews, covered by Mobley. Andrews, no good.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Allen. And another miss by Cleveland. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Andrews. 24 points for him. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. There's Garland. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And we know that several active NBA players, Steve, have their own podcasts. Players now have a direct platform for their voice, and I think they like that.
Yeah, they do. They want to be able to own their own content, want to be able to put out their different stories the way they want to. They want to be in control of everything that has to do with them.
A free throw drops for Lee. For the Cavaliers, Hunter comes in for Mobley. And it's Ty Jerome in for Donovan Mitchell. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Jerome. He's got 6. Timeout called, Cleveland. Lee really making a difference here.
Man, he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Give a big round of applause for your Cavaliers Youth Dance Team.
leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. And you take a look at Lee, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Skinny, another guy who can get a lot of points, top 5.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machine. I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's White, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. White's got 11.
Nice touch from the mid-range. You can't give Kobe White these looks.
Here's Jerome. White covering, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Vucevic. White, good. White's got 4 this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands, causing a lot of steals.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Jerome passes to Allen. Here's Jerome. White covering. Shot clock at 6. Here's Winner. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting. Chicago leading by 13. Here's Andrews. He's got 24 inside. Here's Dean. Back to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Andrews.
Woo, he got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Outside Garland. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second team foul.
Well, taking the bump, Garland doesn't hold back and gets rewarded with the foul.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Free throw good, Garland.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from Garland. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And here's White. 13 points in the game. Pass to the kid. Clock at 4. And that one drops for him. The kid's got 4 points in the quarter.
And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
Hunter with it. He's got 6. The wide open look here for Garland. Nailed from three-point land. Garland's got 10 points.
Garland feels comfortable from just about anywhere beyond the arc, including that short corner.
Here's Andrews. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 15.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And the foul called on Ayo Dosunmu. That is his first foul of the game. Lee's checked in for Vucevic.
Lee.
Here's Garland. He's got 10. Here's Winters. No good on the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the foul on Skinny. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Garland finds Hunter. Here's Winters. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
The reason why is not just scoring, it's the way he's doing it. Efficient. That's what you need at this point in the game.
Now here's White. He's got 13.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Passes it to Winters. There's Garland, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
White up top. Over to the left wing. Here's Andrews, guarded by Garland. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Lee passes to White. Back to Lee. Fires from 14. Winters grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Pass to Jerome. Knocked away. Lee with the steal. The pass to Andrews. Back to Lee. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. Feeds it to Hunter. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Aggressive inside. When Hunter attacks, good things happen. Love the initiative.
The Cavaliers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And he knocks down the first one.
The future of DeAndre Hunter is bright. A versatile player who wants to be great, in my opinion.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for the Professor. And Porter subbed in for Garland. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Money's checked in for White. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Right side, Lee.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Hunter on the wing. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Chicago leading by 15. Here's Dosunmu. Here's Andrews. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Jerome. 6 points for him. 1:09 left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Strus. Money with the rebound. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Strus against Lee. Shoots over Strus. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
35 seconds left in the third. Here's Jerome. Shoots over Dosunmu. Jerome, good. Jerome's got 8 points.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Here's Andrews. 33 points for him. A 3. That shot, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll return shortly. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Keep guarding now. We're doing a much better job defensively. We've eliminated second shots, which is great, okay? Keep that going.
Playing solid defense, taking care of the backboard. High priorities for Coach Billy Donovan.
And I think the communication has been terrific here. I mean, the guys came prepared to do whatever it takes tonight, and Coach is making some really good adjustments.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Ronnie out there with the kid. Then there's Dosunmu, then it's Ball, and it's Lee in at the 3 slot.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now, here's Porter. Passes to Hunter. Lets it go with the 3. It's good from long range.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Here's Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got his first points of the night.
At 6'6", Lonzo has the height to work in the lane and take defenders on.
There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
At 6'7", Hunter, nice handles there, showing him off on that possession.
Outside, Ball. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Jerome. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time. Nice touch there near the hoop.
Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Lee outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Bulls lead by 16. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hunter for 3. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. The Bulls leading by 16. Over in the corner, Lee. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lee's got 13 points in the second half.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Porter against Ball. Now here's Porter. Defense is right there. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Strus for 3. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Chicago ball.
And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's Lee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His second.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The line for the Bulls. Lee taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw from Lee is good. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Allen's checked in for Hunter. The professor comes in for Max Strus. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jerome. And it's Garland in for Porter. And both free throws good for Lee. And one thing that came from this new CBA GA, mandatory participation in the NBA Draft Combine.
Yeah, more equal access for teams to study various prospects. Player agents can't keep teams in the dark like in the past. That makes for a more level playing field.
And here is Lee after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. Lee with the ball. He's picked up by Mobley. And the basket by Money.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 5 points now this quarter.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Chicago calls timeout.
And please give a round of applause for your Cavs powerhouse, Big Team.
Chicago making some changes. Kobe White comes in for Money. And it's Skinny in for Lonzo Ball. Mitchell against White. Pass to Andrews. Puts up a deep 3. Chicago with a new 14.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. White against Mitchell. Here's Winter. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
He lobs it up.
And I don't care what his size is, you cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Garland dishes to Mobley. There's the steal. The pass to Andrews. There's the dish to Lee. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a
play? Unbelievable.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. But we've seen some great MVP races in these last few seasons, haven't we?
Yes, we have. The depth of talent at the very top of the NBA is terrific. Embiid, Giannis, Jokic, Curry, LeBron, Tatum. The MVP is up for grabs every season.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Here's Andrews. Oh!
Yes! Yes!
And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo!
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass.
Donovan Mitchell is so fierce in close, showing how gritty he is.
Lee outside. Hits it from three-point range. Lee's got 40 points.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game. And there it is on a night when he's been so efficient handling the basketball. That's his first real mistake.
Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Andrews. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bucket is good. And that's now 20 points for the professor.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Passes it to Andrews. He can't get it to go. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trail by 19. At the elbow, it's Allen. Mitchell outside. Shoots the three. And another three for Cleveland.
Well, coming in, you know Donovan Mitchell's going to get shots. All you can do defensively is try to make it tough on him.
Over to the wing. Poked away. And here is Dosunmu. Pass to Andrews. Clock at 6. And he drives it. Look at that.
Nice. Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now, here's Mitchell. Releases. They get it back. Allen. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Allen's got 29 in the game.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Right side, Lee. Shoots over Mobley. No good from Lee.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here. Now, here's Mobley. Puts it up from 12. Here's Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Got the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback.
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Winners the pass to Garland. Pass to Winner. That's no good. Miss number 5 against 14 makes.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Andrews, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now, here's Garland. That's tipped. That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. Outside Garland. Now the pass to Winner. 6 to shoot. Over Lee. Second shot opportunity. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Lee with the ball. Now defended by Mitchell. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way. One shot.
That free throw from Lee is good. Hey, Smitty, in the playoffs, it's rare for an 8th or a 7th seed to make it out of the first round. But what about a 5-game series for just those kinds of matches? You know, 1 against 8 and 2 against 7.
You know, it wouldn't be bad, Kevin. We had those type of series when I first came into the league, but I don't think they would change since we have the play-in tournament. I think rounds 1, 2, the conference finals, and the NBA finals will stay set.
Now here's White. Jared Allen unable to get his last shot to go. Lee outside. Shot clock at 5. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far. They've won 2 straight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lights Out.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Free throw good, Garland. Both shots good from the stripe. And so White will bring it up for Chicago. 16-point lead. Pass to Andrews. High post shot. He squares up and sinks it. Skinny's got 46 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And that is such a beautiful move, Kevin. Why go straight up when you can throw down the reverse?
Well, that one's going to have its share of time on the highlight reel for sure. Here's Andrews. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We were really good on defense, and then once we get stops, we're very good on offense. We got some easy ones, we just kept grinding. We never let it back in the game, and it felt good to get this one tonight.
Great performance by you guys, Nick. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.